It's on again, off again, so who can ever know where it will likely end? It's his distraction show. His hand is almost quicker than the eye, and if his lips are moving, it's a lie that continuously spew from his lips. That's all there in the script. It's on again, then it's off again, so who can ever know where it will likely end? It's his disaster show. His hand is almost quicker than the eye, and if his lips are moving, it's a lie that continuously spew from his lips. That's all there in the script. That is all part of their plan. To the rich, they will easily hand over all the riches of our land, and we can all pound sand. It's on again and then off again, so who can ever know where it might likely end? It's his comedy show, but it's not funny at all. For there's a price to be paid by those who fall, to those who would raid all the treasures of our land. It's on again, then it's off again, so who can ever know where it will likely end? It's his disaster show. His hand is almost quicker than the eye, and if his lips are moving, it's a lie that continuously spew from his lips. That's all there in the script of Project 2025.
It's so sad that it must be said, Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be Nazis. They're not a group to emulate. Check who they're following online, and make sure it isn't those Tates. It's so sad that so few seem to remember who the greatest generation once fought. For it was the fascists and Nazis they died fighting, and now it seems to be all for naught, as too many mamas seem to have raised Nazis. Have your babies grown up to be Nazis? And what did you do or did not? Did you see it and then try to stop it? Or did you simply call it a passing phase and buried your head in the sand to avoid it? Each and every one of my uncles that were old enough fought in that war. It's so damn sad that it must be said again. Oh, mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be Nazis, as they are still the enemy of all of humanity. It's so damn sad that it must be resaid, that mamas should stop your babies from becoming Nazis. not a group anyone should emulate. Check who they're following online and in the alleys, and make sure it isn't either of those Tates or anyone else like them. Clueless are the foolish cheering for that clown. If they'd paid attention, they would have known the plan was to bring the federal government down, so all the rich could avoid paying taxes to the man. Now the middle class will bear that burden and will soon enough be joining the poor. Clueless are the foolish that are still cheering for that clown. Now you are spouting Russian talking points based on their own one-sided research, where they memorizing those alternative facts, but that didn't make you any smarter than the rocks along the road's gutter as you run us all into the ditch on behalf of the rich. Clueless is the fool that cheers for that orange clown. You brag about your research, which is funny news, as you end up repeating all of Vladimir Putin's views. You don't seem to see, as the rest of us can see, Putin's hand up your skirt for you are just his puppet now. Oh, the internet will never forget your recent treason, and someday you'll answer for this season of treachery to our country. Now you are spouting Russian talking points based on their own one-sided research, where they memorizing those alternative facts, but that didn't make you any smarter than the rocks along the road's gutter as you run us all into the ditch on behalf of the rich. Clueless is the fool that cheers for that orange clown. Someday someone will remember what you did, bring you completely down. Someday someone will remember what you did, bring you completely down. It's the art of the steal. It's at the very heart of his art. He calls it the art of the deal, and he'd steal your family's last meal.
Better check your back pocket for your wallet when near the pickpocket. It's the art of his deals. It's in how that he steals. It's the art of the steal. It's at the very heart of his art. He calls it the art of the deal. He'd steal your retirement safety net, doubling the price for their overnight stays and their golf cart rentals, for the security that we all pay for, so that he can steal more. It's the art of the steal. It's at the hollow heart of his broken art. He calls it the art of the deal. And no doubt he would steal your future. He calls it the art of the deal, but it's the art of the steal. You'll soon be crushed by the wheels of what you first thought had such appeal, that his gangs carry out with such zeal. When will you get real about that appeal? When you thought they'd only steal from the other while leaving you alone. You find yourself in their target zone. As the shelling starts tearing your life apart, remember, he calls it the art of the deal, but it's the art of the steal that you voted for with such zeal. So how does it now feel under the wheel?
Take a good long look around and see who is currently the clown and mad for Vlad. And that's so damn sad, but not unexpected. You're a champion of the Russians, not of the people, but of their oligarchy, of whom you'd like to join and be a member when they come here and dismember our democracy. But just remember to stay away from any open windows, or the roofs for you might just slip or trip and fall down to the ground without any pity from anyone else, other than your fellow sympathizers, who are no wiser than those mad for Vlad. But you've done your research, you say, and I just can't let that nonsense pass, because you obviously did it with your head up your ass. You've joined the Russian choir and cast of traitors who were so willing to sell the rest of us out. So take a good long look all around, and see that you are still playing the clown, and that your madness for Vlad is so bad. Me, I'm mad at Vlad. I'm not mad for Vlad like you, and that's just sad, so goddamn sad. But not unexpected, given your sense of self based on your high school degree and your total insecurity. Vlad. I'm not mad for Vlad like you, and that's just sad, so goddamn sad. But not unexpected, given your sense of self based on your high school degree and your total insecurity. Take a good long look all around and see that you are still playing the clown, and that your madness for Vlad is so bad. Me, I'm mad at Vlad. I'm not mad for Vlad like you, and that's just sad, so goddamn sad. But not unexpected, given your sense of self based on your high school degree and your total insecurity.
It's as plain as the day is long. Selective outrage is their sad song, and I hope that someday soon they'll be gone. The man stands at the dais telling all his lies. He says he's got some bigly mandate, but the numbers prove that to be just another lie. His margin of victory that he touts is nothing to stand up and shout, unless the rubes you're speaking to are just fools, because that's proven to work. No one should ever believe him, as he's just deceiving, and all who answer his call to promote his twisted evil policies. And that's not me, that never be me. You censure a member of Congress for doing what your own party members have done time and again, so it'll never end, your selective outrage. And the clowns all cheer your bozo move, your total hypocrisy no one can disprove, and the riled hatred you won't ever try to soothe, for it feeds your coffers. In exchange what you offer is selective outrage. Just turn the page and we'll find more. The selective outrage you're selling door to door and screen to screen. It's about being mean. It's power and not principle that you all seek. You're willing to climb up over the weak that you've created. After you've debated, how can we hurt them more so they won't stand up against our plan? And the clowns all cheer your bozo move, your total hypocrisy no one can disprove, and the riled hatred you won't ever try to soothe, for it feeds your coffers. In exchange what you offer us is extremely selective outrage. In the war you wage on truth as you take the stage to tell more of your lies and deceive us with your selective outrage. It's just another page in your playbook. I won't play along. I won't play along. I feel this cognitive dissonance regarding the public's bromance with proven cheaters and liars whose pants should all be on fire. Don't get too close to the flames before you get burned, for you seem to never learn from one disaster to the next. I've now got zero ambivalence about this growing cognitive dissonance and how it's making many out to be tools of the many, many fools standing in a very long line. I feel that all this cognitive dissonance regarding the regressives' new bromance with all their heroes now proven liars whose pants should all be on fire. Stand back from the flames before you get burned, for you seem to have learned next to nothing when their charges and falsehoods make no sense. Did you really think immigrants were eating all the pets? Or are you just really that gullible and that's so sad? I wonder if when you see the truth you'll be mad that you were had. I feel this extreme cognitive dissonance regarding the right wing's new romance with proven cheaters and liars whose pants should all be on fire. Stand back from the world as it starts to burn, for you seem to have never learned that you can't expect to avoid the flames yourself. Both you and yours are likely to lose all as you didn't heed the call of your own cognitive dissonance. Go figure, I can't. He's back tracking, he's back tracking what he so often does, he has to reverse, and the next thing he does is probably worse. He's back tracking, he's back tracking. However, what nonsense he says to cater, and he'll deny he's reversing with what he says later to an audience that can't seem to track his inconsistencies from day to day and even moment to moment. He's back tracking, he's back tracking. He's flooding the zone with his crap, and his audience will be coming back, but won't notice as they can't seem to track. He's back tracking, he's back tracking. His tariffs cause the stock market to drop. He calls it a success and then it reverses course. He doesn't know what the hell he is going, but to those who aren't buying his nonsense, it's clear to see he's back tracking, 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 he's back tracking. What he so often does, he has to reverse. And the next thing he does is probably worse. He's backtracking. He's backtracking. He's backtracking. He's backtracking. And are you seeing it too? Or are you playing his fool? He's backtracking. He's backtracking. Are you tracking it or backing it?
He's just so damn erratic. He must have bats up in his attic, and his antics have me climbing up his walls, waiting for the next shelf of shoes to fall. He's crushing one and all because he's quite erratic. Just so damn erratic. He's got bats up in his attic. He flips and then he flops and then he flips again. Will there ever be an end to it all? He's just so damn erratic. He must have bats up in his attic, and his antics have me climbing up his wall. Sentence to sentence in his mixed word salads, in our country's future ballads, telling others how we came to be, having lost our democracy. He's been so damn erratic, nothing he says or does stays static, and his antics have us all climbing up the walls, waiting for what will be for us all. He flips and then he flops and then he flips again. Will there ever be an end to it all? He's just so damn erratic. He must have squirrels up in his attic, looking for the nuts that cause us all such static. Between sane reasoning and his recklessness careening, whipping us back and forth in his preferred mode of distraction. Distraction of what you might ask. Just look at what comes after. If you weren't able to see it faster, coming at us before it actually hit. He's been so damn erratic, nothing he says or does stays static, and his antics have us all climbing up the walls, waiting for what will befall us all. Us all. Between sane reasoning and his recklessness careening, whipping us back and forth in his preferred mode of distraction. Distraction of what you might ask. Just look at what comes after. If you weren't able to see it faster, coming at us before it actually hit. He's been so damn erratic, nothing he says or does stays static, and his antics have us all climbing up the walls, waiting for what will befall.
recklessness careening, whipping us back and forth in his preferred mode of distraction. Distraction of what you might ask. Just look at what comes after. If you weren't able to see it faster, coming at us before it actually hit. He's been so damn erratic. Nothing he says or does stays static, and his antics have us all climbing up the wall, waiting for what will.
He's a master of disaster, and he gets there ever faster. When his minions heed his call to wreak disaster on us all. He's assembled quite the team, and we never be the same again, or free as we once had been, before he assembled all his friends to do us damage. For they're certainly not here free, or for the benefit of me. They're there to feed their greed, so we won't ever get what we need, and we can't stop it. He's the master of disaster, and he gets there ever faster. When his minions heed his call to wreak disaster on us all. But it's not just due to him and his minions with their spin. It all started with the ultra-rich who have swift-boated all of us. And their federal society, who packed the courts with glee to start what would soon be an oligarchy. Well, they're not true. That money is free speech. For if that's really true, the bribes are free speech too. And you should easily see where that will finally lead.